Hi golfers, I'm Coach Carolin, and today we're going to talk about how we can improve contact, distance, and overall quality of your shots by focusing on the radius and getting the right feeling in our swing to make this happen. So let's jump into it. All right, so the radius, and when I say the radius, and I'm going to take my club away here because my mirrors are already screaming at me. So when I say radius, we want to talk about kind of, with the distance from my wrists and hands, where the club will be, to my chest. And what I see a lot of the time is especially coming through when players start pulling the club in, right? So even taking it away a lot of the time, players are like, eh. So I see a pull feeling on both ends, but really when you look at tour players, you notice, now that I actually said it, that they have this push feeling throughout their entire swing. So coming down, they're like, wide, a nice radius, and then coming down through impact, they're pretty much pushing their forward shaft lean, and they always seem to be so nice and extended. Their arms are nice and extended being up here, and their arms are nice and extended going through. And so many amateurs always tell me, like, how do you keep your arms so extended? And there's a couple of things, couple pieces to extended arms and correct width and all this, which we're not going to jump into all the details today. But what I want you to do is I want you to take your club up, straight up forward, and then actually go to a wall and feel like you're pushing your hands against that wall. So right here, I'm pushing it against the wall. And then also as I'm turning away into my golf position, my halfway back, I want to feel like I'm pushing away, I'm pushing against this wall. And that's the feeling you want to have in the golf swing. You want to keep pushing that club away. So always feel like you're resisting against something. So again, putting it against the wall, pushing against this. This is how you should feel. And then once you move that resistance away, you should keep feeling that push away, push away, push away, push away, push away. Every part of the golf swing, you should be pushing, not pulling. And that allows you to have a very nice radius around your spine. And usually, if you've heard this, that in the downswing, pros have a smaller radius than in the backswing. That is very much true. So it doesn't usually look like a donut. It doesn't look like a circle. It will look like a circle going back. But then as you're coming down, because you're shifting your center, if you think about this, coming down, you have that little weight transfer and weight shift. So now your hands are going to also shift more towards you because your hands didn't now magically get longer, right? So usually when you see good players and their radius, they're wider in the backswing and then narrower coming down, but not because they're pulling their hands in, but because they're shifting their center of mass to the target, and because you obviously have that right hand fold while the left hand is still pushing. So you move over, do your little weight shift, and then you still keep pushing, 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 pushing all the way until the finish. Always a pushing motion, never a pulling motion. So I encourage you next time when you're on the range, just take a practice swing, take a club, feel like, are you pulling at any point of your swing? Are you pulling going back? Are you pulling going through? Or are you in fact pushing it away, pushing, 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 right? And usually you can really feel this the best if you're doing half swings. So half swings, back, push, 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 right? 9-3 drill, one of my favorite ones. Sometimes we got to bring it back to basics and rebuild it again. So this is awesome, especially chipping, pitching, all this is going to help you massively. Pay attention. Are you pulling or are you pushing? And I really hope you're only going to be pushing after this video. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you like this video. Let me know how it feels. I always want to know how my tips go and how they actually feel for you guys. Also, feel free to ask me anything else, any other tips you'd like to see, and I would be happy to film them for you guys. See you next time.